Since the DJI Mavic 3 Pro came out, I've been flying it and it's been a fantastic drone. I've been able to go on many different adventures with it into California and also shooting jobs for my business here in Arizona. And I've really had a lot of experience with it. So at this point, I felt it was time to make a formal review. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, my name is Anthony. Welcome to the channel, and here I make all kinds of videos about drones and tech, so definitely make sure to subscribe if you're into all that. But let's jump into the actual topic of the video, which is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. The DJI Mavic 3 Pro is fantastic. Just so that you guys are aware, I've been flying the DJI Mavic 3 before that, since that came out. So I've really been flying the Mavic 3 now for, I don't know, like 2 years, which is really crazy because I remember when it came out and I had, you know, some issues with it, but honestly now I couldn't imagine not flying it. It is such a fantastic and solid drone in every way. So as I mentioned before, I run a media business and I'm always trying to improve in the types of shots that I'm delivering. When the Mavic 3 came out, that 7x camera that shoots 4K at 30 frames per second was really enticing to me because we're so used to these like very wide drone shots that all look the same. Having kind of a, you know, another option, kind of like another lens, was really enticing. So that's really was the big draw as to why I picked up the Mavic 3. Well, when the Mavic 3 Pro came out, I was even more in shock by it because of that third camera and the 7x camera and the new 3x camera, which is the third camera I just mentioned. They shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, which gives you a lot more editing control in post-production versus 4K at 30 frames per second, especially when it comes to drone footage. A lot of people say you should shoot at 4K 30, but there are a lot of times where I shoot 4K 60 because I can slow it down and make it look super cinematic. So really that was a huge draw to me and really like the #1 reason why I picked up the drone, because in terms of the body of the drone between the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 3 Pro, they're the same thing. The only difference is you're getting new cameras. So those new cameras were enough to make me go and buy it. And I'm so happy I did because the quality of my content and also the speed in which I'm able to capture content for my clients has improved. Here's an example. If I'm shooting a real estate, you know, listing in a community and there's a park a couple blocks away that they want me to capture, before, you know, I could use that 7x camera, but it would be like too zoomed in and I just didn't want to, you know, fly the drone out of my visual line of sight. So I would have to drive over to that park, relaunch the drone and capture it. Well, now with the 3x camera, it's that perfect in between where I'm able to fly up and not be so zoomed in to where it's too much. It's just the right amount. And honestly, the footage I get with that 3x camera is some of my favorite footage. It's just such a cool perspective to be zoomed in, you know, just at 3x. You're not too wide and you're not too zoomed in. So it just looks great. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a couple of different examples of what I've been able to capture with the 3x camera. We have a lot of mountains here in Arizona, and when I'm shooting a real estate listing with the wide angle drone camera, you can see the mountains. They're in the background, but they look really far away. However, if I fly the drone back far enough to where it's still in my visual line of sight, I can then zoom in 3x, see the house, but then it brings that mountain so much closer and it makes the mountain feel like it's literally like right behind the house. It's such a cool effect, and I love the fact that this drone can achieve a shot like that. It's literally like having 3 different lenses on your drone at all times. I mean, that is like a huge reason to buy this drone. Now let me get into the price aspect of it, because recently we saw the release of the DJI Air 3, and the reason why I didn't pick one up, even though I thought about it and was very tempted to get it, I now have 2 Mavic 3s, so I don't really need a backup drone because I'm covered there. And then I have the DJI Mini 3 Pro, which I use for creating reels, because a lot of, you know, reels are super popular in YouTube Shorts, vertical content. So when it comes to the Mavic 3, I'm really using it for professional photography, and I'm also using it to get videos, like not vertical videos, but regular wide videos, so that when I create video tours for my clients, I have, you know, really nice wide perspectives up in the sky. And also I do use the drone down low as well. It makes a great camera for low level shots because it just allows you to have this very smooth dolly-like effect. But back to the Air 3. If you are running a media business, I think the Air 3 is going to do a great job at getting the shots you need. You definitely don't need to run out and buy a Mavic 3 Pro. However, if you have the money and you know that your business is going to pay it off in a reasonable amount of time, I would 100% pick that Mavic 3 Pro over the new Air 3 just due to that third camera. And to have it is way better than not to have it. But those are really like my main thoughts. I don't have a ton of other things to add because it's so similar to the Mavic 3, but overall it is definitely an improvement over the Mavic 3 considering that 3x camera. So if this video helped you out at all in making a decision to buy a drone, or you just are here because you like drones in general, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. So have you ever been on the road, either on a road trip, flying your drone, or working for a client and you need to keep your batteries charged? Well, All Powers has a solution. They sent me their R600 compact portable power station, which includes 299 watt-hours capacity, 400 watts of max fast charging, and 10 outputs for charging multiple devices. This includes 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, 2 DC out port, 1 car cigarette lighter, and a 15-watt wireless charger with an output of up to 600 watts. All Power's R600 outdoor generator is specifically designed for charging laptops, drones, and other outdoor electronics. Power your outdoor adventures without worry. Recharge the battery pack from 0 to 100% in 1 hour. There's even an app, and it has the ability to recharge itself using solar. For more information on the R600 portable battery pack, or if you're interested in purchasing, please make sure to check out my links in the description below. And when you go on their website, be sure to use my coupon code to get 20% off your order.